Hello guys, Crispy here and welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm going to be testing the RX 560 4GB model, as you can see right there, in Watch Dogs 2, of course. I'm running the latest drivers from AMD, Adrenalin 2020 20.9.2. This is the Sapphire Pulse version of the card as well. These are the clock speeds right here. And I am running it with a Ryzen 7 3700X and 16 gigs of RAM. Of course, you don't really need the 3700X if you don't want to bottleneck the RX 560. Something like a Ryzen 5 1400 overclocked, or maybe like a 2400G, something like that, will absolutely get you the same FPS in this game. Just make sure you have an 8-threaded CPU, because this game is really dependent on those CPU threads. So going over the settings right now, I'm going to be playing here at 1080p. I am extremely impressed, by the way, with the low settings results, because I just loaded into the game to see if I would play at 1080p, 720p and stuff like that, but nope. Low settings across the board right now, as you can see, and I'm also going to be testing it at medium, high, maybe very high and ultra settings, depending on how it goes. And look at those frames that we're getting right now, my friends. It is absolutely playable. Obviously, you don't really need 60 plus FPS all of the time in a single player title. I'm going to start counting our FPS right now. And which car should we do this with? Maybe this one. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just gonna maybe electrify somebody. No? Okay, yeah, never mind. Let's just explode that thing over there. There we go. God damn it, did you really need to get into my way, bro? Oh, gosh. Okay, anyways, 40-something's right there. I was expecting like maybe 30 to 40 FPS, not around 60 FPS on average over here. Now, it does drop from 60 FPS by quite a bit, as you can see, in more demanding areas on low settings. But again, as this is a single player title, I really don't feel the need to get 60 plus FPS all of the time. And if you do have a 1080p monitor, I will definitely play at 1080p resolution. As you can see, in some areas, even inside of the city, you can get 60 plus FPS. Absolutely fine. It's just in those explosions or more like park areas with a lot of trees and stuff like that, that you are gonna see a little bit less FPS than 60. You know, maybe if you overclock the 560, you should be able to get 60 plus as well. So if you want that at 1080p low settings, overclock it just a little bit and it should do it. So as I told you, I am extremely impressed with these results, my friends. Just around 60 FPS on average at 1080p with the RX 560. It's really good, guys. Okay, this is extremely good performance in Watch Dogs 2 for a GPU like this one. And we just ended the benchmark run right here. The graphics look okay, you know, the textures leave something to be desired on low settings, but I think I could still play like this absolutely fine if I was aiming for this experience right here. Alright, my friends, here we go right now. Medium settings. Oh my gosh, this is looking really good right now for the 560 medium, as you can see right there. And I'm just gonna disable motion blur because it looks bad in the videos, and I don't like it, of course. Let's start counting our FPS. What are you doing, buddy? Oh my god. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. So obviously we're gonna get lower than 60 FPS, because on low settings we did get lower than 60 FPS on average, or right around that at least. But it is still an amazing experience. As you can see, even inside of the explosions and stuff, we only drop into like the high 30s, I think, or maybe mid 30s at times, and the game looks considerably better on medium settings. So I will definitely choose to play on medium instead of low settings with the RX 560 here in Watch Dogs 2. This is, yeah, it's still very smooth performance. It doesn't stutter whatsoever. VRAM utilization is a little bit high right there. If you have the 2GB version of this card, you might be a little bit limited when it comes to the VRAM, and you will probably need like 12GB of RAM if you want to play at the medium settings, because whenever you run out of VRAM, the game starts utilizing system RAM to offload those textures and stuff like that. But you know what, guys, this is great. This is still awesome performance on medium settings with the RX 560. I am definitely very impressed. Now on high settings, it's probably gonna drop from 30 FPS, you know, because 1% lows right now on medium are at 35. Anyways, 49 FPS on average and 35 1% lows. This is way too loud whenever they talk, you know. Anyways, still definitely very playable for a single player title, obviously, and I would definitely recommend you to play on medium. Right, we're now on the high settings. You can see that the textures look considerably better. The game overall looks really nice on high, and if it manages to get 30 plus, I will be impressed. Let's just say that. High settings, you can see I'm just gonna disable this right here. Let's go and start counting our FPS. Here we go. Okay, I'm just gonna do this right now. Yep, let's go. Okay, good stuff. And now I will just search for a good car. Yeah, there are no good cars right here. Okay, there we go, guys. We managed to get a car. What do you want? What do you want? Oh my god, okay, yeah, just go. Okay, so, oh boy, okay, now it's getting rough for the little 560. It drops from 30 slightly. I did see like 29 there, 1% low state otherwise at 25. It's not too bad. Maybe if you lock the FPS to 30 and play with a controller, it's gonna be a console-like experience. So if you're into that, maybe it's a good option to play on high settings. You can see that even in explosions, it's okay. Not great, but it's still kind of playable, I think. Gonna make you go back, buddy. Yeah, boy. Okay, anyways, police right there. Hello. Can I do something to them? I don't know, guys. This is still playable, though. Still playable. I'm playing the game, am I not, guys? So I guess it's not that bad on high settings. The 1% lows are certainly bad, you know, but, you know, we just went through that again, and we only saw a drop to 32 FPS, so I think you could still play like this, especially if you are after a 30 FPS experience, of course, and especially if you play with a controller, because the FPS drops will be less noticeable. Wow, I am kind of impressed still at the high settings. Now, I'm probably not gonna do very high and ultra, because, well, on high it's hardly playable, so I might just leave it like this, maybe? Yeah? This is okay, you know? Yeah, you should not play on very high or ultra at 1080p with the RX 560. If you play at lower resolutions, of course, you're gonna get way higher FPS, especially on high settings and stuff like that. So, if you really want to play on high, maybe at 900p, it's gonna be above 30 FPS at all times. Maybe, just for fun, we're gonna do 900p right now. Since it's playable at 1080p, but not at 30 plus FPS all of the time, I'm just gonna drop the resolution right now for a bit. Okay, so 900p is a very common resolution with the RX 560, and I actually recommend this card for this resolution. It does a good job. As you can see right here, we're getting 40s. We're getting like 10 more FPS at 900p than 1080p, not 720p. Inside of this thing over here, I might die, I don't know, 30 somethings. So it doesn't drop from 30. It's good right now. Perfect stuff. Wow. This is great. This might be our thumbnail right here. This car looks really nice, and it's fast. All right then, I like this. So 900p high settings. Would I play like this? Definitely. It still looks good, even in my 32-inch monitor. Now, the jaggies are really pronounced, of course, so maybe use some anti-aliasing if you have a big monitor, like 27 inches, 1080p or something like that. Otherwise, if you have like a 22-inch 1080p monitor, it's probably gonna look good anyways. Yeah, this is great, guys. This is great performance. I certainly did not expect this coming from the RX 560. I was expecting to do like 1080p, 900p and 720p at low settings only, because I thought we'd get like 40 FPS on low, but nope, it's fine. It just does a very good job there. Boom. Okay, let's just see inside of the explosion again in the car right now. No fear of dying, and it seems like it is still doing a good job here. So guys, this is great. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I love you all. Bye-bye.